And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
Texans 44, Raiders 7.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. After the sack on first down, Mahomes, that's caught. It's Coleman. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Alert, 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 alert. Motion.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, wide open, complete. The 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Deebo Samuel with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders able to get this back to within at least some measure here of respectability. Gostkowski with the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Ready? First down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here we go. Under crunch. Check 99. Check 13.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight.
Now Trubisky to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Mike 51. Hey. Whip.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
51.
On third down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Pollard again. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will get him 1 closer. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Move, move, move.
They begin the drive with Coleman. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tony Pollard, 77 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will shave one more off this lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On second down now, it's Coleman. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Coleman now.